Hey there, fancy friends, it's Oliver, and it's no surprise that we will talking about the third kind of double feint in this video. After we have introduced the finta doppia with two cavazione, we have looked at the possibility that the opponent could parry the second time with a circle parry. So we had finta and controcavazione. Obviously, today's exercise is about controcavazione and finta. So, this exercise looked a little bit like the one from last time, but vice versa. So, but it has another advantage because we go step by step. The master gives pressure. He feints to my outside. Then I break his first intention attack with a circle parry, and he does a controcavazione, which is, in the first place, a great action and mostly a hit because the most people don't think about he reacts good against the circle parry. So the regular thrust against from a controcavazione would be a hit, but now we add the second feint, the finta doppia in this point, to fool at least the advanced opponent too. And hit. Yes. So, this means we have controcavazione and finta, like a pressure, he feints, controcavazione feint, and hit. And from the other side, I use pressure, controcavazione, and hit. So, this is a new dimension, but just in mind, the technique, to train the technique is very simple. The problem is afterwards to get this in bouting. So, before doing that good in actual bouting, you may have to train these exercises in more fluid, more open exercises where different options happened. But first, we have to introduce this and go step by step by step in the simple way. Normally, we train with foils and also do our videos with foils. But as you noticed, we have used those dueling swords, and we have done this for you because after all the comments, we wanted to give you a thicker blade, and we also added this spontaneous eye chancer causing green tape at the tip. So, tell us if it's better or not, or if you don't see, no problem anyway. After parrying the thrust from the prima risoluzione, it is time for the counters, and once again, it's a little bit more, but not that much out of control as the last time. So you have seen, as I said before, in the contraria, there's normally nothing new. In this case, we have a legazione by the master, and as the seduta is a regularly answer to the legazione, he does his seduta. In this case, the master does also something new. He does something stupid, if you want to. Because we don't want our students to train stupid things, but we want our student to train against stupid things, which could always happen in bouting or, okay, not in actual fighting, not anymore. So, let's do it in slow-mo. So, from the beginning, we have the controcavazione, we have the feint, and then the master parries in a circle parry. And when he stands up on guard, I do my legazione, he answers with the cavazione, and I leave the bind. Here is a threatening. I ignore that. I leave the bind and go to the inside, and he follows his movement, parries in contrata, in seconda, and go for the thrust. So once again, 1, 2, legazione, I go. So this is really something you have to feel a little bit more, and this is not so easy to train because it's not so easy to feed. That's why the master is the feeder, but of course today students feed students, but this is a heavy point, so you have to train that also. From the other side, it's a little bit simpler because the movement from the wrist is intuitive, more intuitive. So we go controcavazione, finta, parry in contro di quarta, legazione in seconda, and parry in contrata in mezzo cerchio. Okay, once again, if we had our legazione from him, in this case in mezzo cerchio, I go around in my seconda. So, and what I wanted to do is I want to go in the bind and I want to do my riposte in the glide. But again, I come here, and in the moment I am more or less up, he leaves the bind. And this motion I need to go in terza. I just follow along, let the tip fall, and parry in seconda. And then answer with the glide. From the other side, it's the same. The important point is the timing. If he does the cavazione too late, I already threatening, probably there should be another answer. So if I come here and I'm already here and he does now the cavazione, I could also do here my parrying contrata, but it's not that intuitive. So if this was happened here, there would be just a simple bind in appoggio. But we come to that later. So we need the moment for the feeder when I come around and my tip is already up and still up, he goes around and I continue the motion to get in. If you have counted, this was the 6th video on that complex. We started with the cavazione, a simple disengagement with a thrust. We made a finta out of it. Then we needed the controcavazione to deal with the circle parry of the opponent. The next step was the finta doppia with 2 cavazione. And finally, depending on the circle parry done to us, a finta and controcavazione or controcavazione and finta. Lots of work to do, but it's still basic stuff, so see you in the next video with something different.